Hi everyone, this is Tuplex. Welcome back. So in the last episode we talked about some items on the to-do list, and I think the first one I want to take on is the big oxygen producer. And since I've got all my oxygen and hydrogen storage tanks over here, I thought I would just dig down below and build it over here. I've also got a nice water supply available. Maybe I should save clean water for other things, but I think it's not really that big of a deal. Clean water, polluted water, salt water. I can get clean water out of any other thing, right? But I do want to pump out this salt water down here, so that doesn't. I don't really want that to mix with the clean water. So as I dig down here, I think I'm going to need to wall this in. Okay, so what do I want to do mafic rock. Yeah, let's do mafic rock. I think I still have a ton of that stuff up here. Yeah. So what I want to start to do is push over this water so that I can dig down this way. Right, so ideally I'll have water pushed over that far. That'll take a little bit of work before we get that done, but like I said, in the meantime we can pump out the salt water. I'm just putting it into these two reservoirs here, although now that I look at it, I'm not quite sure that's going to be enough. So we can clean this out. I might need to put in a couple more reservoirs to hold the salt water. We'll see how much we can get out. As long as I can get out enough that I can mop it, then that's fine. Okay, build 2 more tiles. Right, I'm just going to slowly build tiles and push this water over this way. It's going to take a while, but we'll get there. That is going to push the water level up, and it may get beyond the level of this door, which would cause it to all spill out all the way down there, which I don't necessarily want. So the other thing that I could do is start digging over this way, and we can put in a floor. Let's see, I'm going to make the floor out of granite. Actually, let's make that down one more. Actually, if I do that, then maybe I don't need to push over the tiles, because it'll probably give me enough room to hold it all. Yeah, let's do this here. We'll build it like that, and then I can just drain this out. I'm making these tiles out of granite just because they can hold up the pressure much more than sandstone, for example. I'm not sure how mafic does with fluid pressure, but for sure limestone and stuff like that, those tiles will break if you try to hold too much water with them. I mean, granite will too, but granite can hold a lot more. Okay, and then at the same time we can dig out this way. Let's just force that to be open until we're done with all this. And then we'll build more wall here once the inside of this gets done. And I'm going to want to get up there so that I can mop up this water so it doesn't mix with the rest of my clean water. Actually, that we can just take down. Okay, and my reservoirs are full, so let's add a couple more. And I think with the 4 reservoirs, that should be enough to hold it in. So the SPOM that I want to build has 4 electrolyzers and 6 oxygen pumps, which will give us 3 full pipes of oxygen, and then 1 pump for hydrogen. It is self-powered, which this one is not. This is probably part of the reason why my batteries are draining. Oh, holy smokes. They overheated, right? Because they're in a vacuum and there's nothing at all to keep them cool. All right, I think I'm just going to take these out. I would rather destroy them than bother repairing them. There, we'll just clean that out there. So what I'm going to do is I'll set the SPOM to be self-powered so that it is self-sufficient using hydrogen, and then my hope is that it'll still make enough excess hydrogen to supply our rockets. Speaking of rockets, they're both gone. They're out on missions. Spaceship 1 I did send to this 30,000 kilometer satellite. That one required, let's see here, that required 1,706 kilograms of petroleum and oxalate, which is nearly the limit, because with two fluid fuel tanks, we can only handle 1,800 maximum. So that's the farthest we're going to be able to go with only 2 liquid fuel tanks. Actually, while we're on the subject, if we wanted to go 40,000, no, it's telling me anything beyond 30,000, it's telling me is unreachable. Maybe I need 2 oxidizer tanks. Nope. So it seems like with a petroleum rocket with 2 cargo bays, I'm not going to be able to make it any further than 30,000 kilometers. So if we want to go farther than that, we're going to need hydrogen. At least not with oxalate. I might be able to do it. Yeah, if I use liquid oxygen. If we use liquid oxygen instead of oxalate, we can get out as far as, well, we can go much farther. I'm looking at 60,000 kilometers. We would need a 3rd fuel tank, but yeah, we can easily make it farther if we use liquid oxygen instead of oxalate. Okay. Oops, wrong switch. Just open the gantry, give him a chance to go to the bathroom or whatever. And we have brought back more fullerene, which is good. How much steel did I get? I got 477 kilograms of steel. Okay. That's a little bit disappointing. Not as much as I had hoped. But every little bit counts, right? So I'm just going to keep hitting that same asteroid over and over again with this rocket. Because that gives us fullerene and it gives us steel, both of which we are in desperate need of. Okay, can I start mopping? Nope, still can't mop it. I hope I don't need more reservoirs. You know what, if it gets to that point, then I'll just dig a pit over here and let the rest of it drain in, because I'm not building more reservoirs for that. Okay, so this is almost cleaned up. There's just one little bit of polluted water, and then I can build the other wall, and then we'll break all this down and let the water drain out. Might as well mop that up too. I don't like having fluids sitting around. Okay, well, we're getting down to small quantities. And then over here, I finished, this is the area where we're going to put our liquidation. Okay, this is ready now for another mission. Okay, Frankie's already back in the saddle, so let's launch it again. And our exploration rocket is on the way back. Okay, so what did we get here? You know what, why don't we wait and see what's at this rocky asteroid before we send this one off. Let's just wait a moment for this other rocket to return. There might be some good stuff there. Okay, it looks like some meteors are coming in, so we better close these doors. I can see these doors closing, so... Oh, crap. Hurry up, guy. Where's the damn rocket? Jeez. Take your time, huh? Okay, so what do we got here? Abyssalite and niobium. Yeah, I'm not too interested in that right now. Niobium is good for high temperatures, but I don't really have a need for it right now. Okay, so let's go to this carbon asteroid next. That is 40,000 kilometers. Let me take a look at my calculator. All right. With 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 40,000 kilometers we can do with... Oh, I'm going to need a second... Yeah, I'm going to need a second fuel source. I'm going to have to reconfigure this. I'll let Nisbet stay out for a while. So I think what I'm going to do now, I would like to continue to have 5 of these research modules. No, I guess it doesn't really matter. I'll just replace this one with more petroleum. And then we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then over. I think that's where the pipe needs to go. Is it? Maybe it's not. Let's hold off on that for a moment. I think it might need to go up one higher. We'll just wait and see. Okay, so we can launch this one now. As soon as we open the doors. And we'll go get more steel and fullerene. Okay, yep, I was off by one tile. Glad I waited. Alright, please mop it. Yeah, awesome. Okay. I can deconstruct the pump. I'll wait until this is mopped and then I'll deconstruct the pipes. Because when I deconstruct the pipes, it's going to spill more stuff. Am I good here? Yeah, we're good here. So let's tile that in. And then when that's done, I can come in and start to dig all this out and let the fluid drop. Looks like this mopping up will take a little while. Frankie's in space. I wonder if I can give some more people some tidying. Let's see, Ellie. I could give her tidying skills. That is a passion of hers. I'm assuming that mopping is tidying. Let's see, where's Ellie? Okay, yeah, she's already got that as a priority. Ashcan seems to have a passion for tidying as well. No, he doesn't. Do I have more than one? Sometimes I've gotten multiple... Sometimes I've gotten multiple dupes with the same names. I should really... see, the morale's not very high in Nisbet. I want to go for this navigation efficiency, but that would push her over on morale. She's only got 18 total morale. I wonder why that is. All the others have much higher morale. Huh. Maybe it's because she's been in space for so long. Alright, I need to figure out how I can get Nisbet's morale higher. Who's my other pilot? Frankie. Okay, he does have rocket navigation trained, and he's also got tidying skills. Okay, well, I think we're gonna have to satisfy ourselves with that. Alright, let's delete this electrical wire. And we'll just have to wait for that to get swept up. In the meantime, I'm not taking any more dupes, but I will take spicy tofu. Speaking of spicy tofu, that gives us very high morale. Spicy tofu gives plus 16 morale versus plus 8 for the barbecue. So I wanted to figure out how to make it, and I noticed you can't make it on the grill. It's not an option. So I constructed a gas range just to see what our options are. And that opens up some other interesting possibilities. Frost burgers. This gives a net calorie gain. You put 400 calories of lettuce, frost buns, and barbecue, and you get 6,000 calories of frost burger. Spicy tofu takes tofu and pinch of pepper nut. How do you make tofu? Do you make tofu with the microbe musher? Well, let me construct one just to see. Now the gas range, I assume, takes natural gas. Yeah, takes natural gas. Let's see if I can make tofu with the microbe musher. There it is. Made from nosh beans. I don't think I have any nosh beans. Or seeds for nosh beans. Nosh sprouts. Okay. Well, I might be able to get some from space. What else can we make? Mushroom wrap. Surf and turf. Quality is 4. What is barbecue quality? Oh, okay. And spicy tofu quality is 5. Frost burger is probably the best thing in the world to make, huh? And I already have lots of frost bun and barbecue, I just don't have lettuce. Let's see how we can make lettuce. From waterweed. They thrive in salty water and make lettuce. So if I feed them salt water, do they have to live in salt water? Let's see if I have some seeds. Nosh bean, that's what I want. Okay, there's a waterweed seed. They take bleach stone and salt water. Huh. Well, let's see if I can grow it in a farm tile. Now I have a lot of salt water saved up. I would just need to put it somewhere where I can pump it out. I don't have enough room for it there. We can bring it down here. Let's put a hydro sensor and a liquid vent. We'll connect those. Okay, so this will deliver salt water to here, then they can pull it out with a pump. Water, salt water. See, now this says atmosphere, so I think it needs to be built in the water. Let me just see what happens here real quick. Let's set this to 100 kilograms. There we go. I don't want a lot. Yeah, I think it has to be grown in the water. So, here's what we could do. Let's make some hydroponic tiles. And I can build them in my water tank. Let's just start with that many and see how it works. Okay. Okay, we'll run the salt water in there. And let's see if that works. And if it does, then I can make a couple more rows of these. Above it, we'll make lots of water weed, and then I just need to come up with some natural gas. Okay, that's not going to grow there, so we'll dig that up. I do have plenty of bleach stone stored up someplace. Well, maybe not plenty. I have 5.6 tons. Too wet. Why is it too wet? All right, let's see if we can find some waterweed growing wild. There's a waterweed seed. Salt water. Okay, so we're looking for salt water. Liquids. Petroleum, polluted water. Okay, here's salt water. Alright, so salt water is bright white. So I just want to see if I can find any of that lettuce growing out in the wild. There's none there. Okay, here's a waterweed. So does it just have to be in a single layer? Maybe. Well, we could start by just harvesting the wild ones, right? That won't give us much, but we'll get a little bit. Alright, so let's try this again. Here, let's cancel all that. And now that pipe is going to be there forever because, yeah. So let's try building these. I think that's not going to give me enough room. Okay, let's try this. Could I build a tile right there? No, I need at least 2 tiles. Well, I could build some here. What about up here? Yeah, let's do that. let's see. Okay, hydroponic. So I'm just going to build these on the top layer of water. All right. There. Okay. Well, I'm sorry for the distraction here. I know this is a bit of a... Huh? No, I don't want one there. Okay, so this is just saying no liquid. It doesn't say it's too wet, so maybe just a single tile of liquid is the right amount. We'll see what happens once that pipe gets done building. All right. It says I can make surf and turf. I already have ingredients for that. A few. That has great quality. What was barbecue again? Good. So that's a little bit better than barbecue. Alright, we just need to get some natural gas up there. I have natural gas in here, right? But not very much. So I would need to get the natural gas out, preferentially before I send it to my natural gas generator. And then get it sent all the way up there to that range. Okay, so that shouldn't be too much of a problem. So let's put a... Oops, ventilation. We'll put a gas bridge right here. All right. Well, I'll continue to work on that. In the meantime, let's get our next bit of research done. Okay, and we were going to go 40,000 kilometers. Okay, which takes 1098. Oh no, less than that, because now I only have 4 research modules. So let me update that on my planner. Okay, that doesn't make a big difference. So I need 1093 of petroleum and oxalate. So this tank now I will increase to the max, which is 900. Oh, crud. And this one is already full. That means I now have too much fuel. I've got 1800. All right. Well, let's see how far can I go. Let me load this up too. How far can I go with 1800? I can go 60,000 kilometers with 1800 fuel. All right, so let's just pick a destination in the 60,000 kilometer region. Let's check out this organic mass. soon as we get the oxalite loaded, we'll send it out, and I will... Where's... Don't I have oxalite up here? I should really store oxalite closer to the rockets. Yeah. Because they have to come all the way down here to get it. Well, I'm not going to be on oxalite too much longer. We'll live with the delay. Okay, let's get Nisbet reloaded. Okay, there's our fuel. So as soon as Nisbet gets up here, we'll go to our most distant destination yet. Okay, and looks like we are all set over here. So I am going to start to demolish all of this. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll need some ladder there. And let's go across here. I want to build that up. Because I still need to build this wall up. Hopefully all this water will drain out. Looks like I should have enough room to get all this water out of here, and then I can build the wall all the way up. I might have to mop a little bit of it. Okay. In the meantime, we can extend this ladder down a bit, and we can start putting in at least the structure of the SPOM. Now I'm going off of this is a fairly well-known design. There's an Imgur, I don't know how to pronounce it, but there's an album that shows photos of the setup, including the automation and the piping and the electricity and everything. So I'm putting the link to that in the description for the video. Perfect. I can get that water taken care of. That's great. And that means I can close this in the rest of the way. Okay, so I'll build it so that the top of it is right here. Okay, and I have 3 tiles here, which I think is just what I need. Let me see here. At the top of this build are hydrogen generators. Okay, actually I need 1 more tile. I'm going to need 4 tiles. So let's take that apart. Oh, and I wanted to erase this too. Let's erase that pipe so it doesn't get in the way. There. Now we got a nice little water tank here. I will need to put another pump in. This can be, I'll just make it out of iron. And lesson learned. I am going to put... I'll put an automation switch on it so I can turn it off easily if I need to, for whatever reason. That can actually be made out of lead. since it's going to be in, well, maybe not lead. The water is fairly warm. What is that? Oh, how did that salt water get in there? Oh, that's a drag. I got 53 grams of salt water. I don't even know where that came from. Okay, anyway. Whoops. Let's be more careful here. Switch. Lead. Okay. I don't know what the overheat temperature is on a lead switch. With iron, it's 1500. Okay, we only have to worry about melt temperature, so I think lead will be safe. Alright, so we'll get that put into place. Let's delete all this wire. Well, we'll delete that wire. And we'll delete that pipe. I'm going to need more piping for this. And at some point we'll divert it from here and send it over to the SPOM. Alright, so let's clean that up. Alright, so as I was saying, at the top we're going to have hydrogen generators. And I think iron is going to be okay with these. Okay, so we need one tile of clearance above them. That is pretty close to the middle. So there's going to be 3 of those straight across. And then below them we're going to have some airflow tiles. And I'll make those out of iron since that's the most abundant ingredient I have right now. Let's get that swept up. And then right here in the middle of this one, we are going to have a heavy watt wire joint plate. And then these will all be connected with heavy watt wires. Right, because those generators are going to give us 800 watts each, times 3, 2400 watts, which is too much for lesser materials. Okay. And then above it, we want to use insulated tiles. I'm not going to use obsidian or anything like that. I'll just use, what is this, sedimentary rock? Yeah, I'll just use, well, let me see what the properties are on sedimentary versus igneous rock. Igneous rock, 0.02 and 1. Sedimentary, 0.02 and 2. Okay. I will use sedimentary rock. It insulates just as good. Okay, so that's going to be up here to there. Okay, and then I'll leave, for now, I'll leave a gap so that we can walk in there. And as soon as this gets mopped up, they can't get under there anymore, so I'm going to have to dig out below. Okay, now let's mop that up. There's going to be another hydrogen generator just below, but offset. We need a power transformer. Yeah, I'm definitely not making that out of lead. I guess I'll do steel. Let's flip this around. One tile down. There we go. I think I can close that in completely, and then we're going to have insulated tiles below that. But before I do that, let's dig down a little bit further so that all the debris drops out. And this is too low. This doesn't look like the picture at all. Okay. Yeah, alright. I was wrong about that. This does look correct. Yeah. Okay, so next to that transformer, we'll have another generator. Okay. Yeah, so we'll dig under that, and then we'll replace this with more insulated tile. And then this, we can turn that back into, well, we'll just leave it. That's fine. All right, let's go see how our plants are doing. Okay. They are actually growing. Awesome. And that'll use up whatever salt water we find in the map. Okay, that's set to sweep only. I mean, there's a lot of salt water, so this should be good. Alright, I'll just set it to... I'll just take it off of sweep only. That way we'll start to pick up more of it. But we'll set it to a normal priority. It's not super urgent. Paku. We will take the Paku. That gives us fish. And we will immediately attack them to turn them into fish meat. What? Okay, that's fine. Okay, so as I was saying, so down here next to this transformer, we have another hydrogen generator. We're going to have a smart battery. I'll use copper for that. And then we're going to have a small transformer, which we'll make from iron ore. Okay. And that's going to be all insulated tile there. And then I'm assuming that we connect that and that. Well, let's not assume. Let me check the power diagram. Okay, that's right. That's right. There we go. Okay, now let's dig out the next level. I think we can cover that up. Now, one thing I was thinking of doing is I've got these hydrogen generators. I mean, this will be enough to power this by itself. But I'm wondering if it might be also a good idea to send excess power to the main power grid. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put another heavy watt joint plate here. And I'm going to hook that up. So that way if I do decide to hook this to the main power grid, I'll be able to just run a wire out from there. And then I'm thinking we could use automation from the battery reading to power a power switch, so that if I have a high charge on this battery, we can close the switch and send power up to the grid. Which, once again, has completely drained of power. Now this might get helped once we start to... oh, are we ready to launch? Yeah. Oh, what the... This thing destroyed my doors. What the heck? Alright, well, somehow this rocket got back and crashed through my doors. And we got a kitchen sink this time. Isn't that fun? Is this ready to go? Oh, we don't have an astronaut inside yet. We are waiting for Nisbet. Okay, Frankie's ready to go. Nisbet, where the heck are you? I bet Nisbet is doing research. Oh, no. Sleeping? Okay, well look, we can launch since there's no doors yet. Can't you? Oh. No, we're waiting for... we need more oxalite. Okay, we have to close the doors. I hope this gets finished quickly, because meteors are coming. Just in time. Let's make sure the power and the automation are still intact. Yeah, they are. Alright, let's see what Nisbet's up to. She's going to store some granite. If anybody knows how I can make my dupes prioritize going to the rocket, I would really appreciate it. I'm not quite sure how to do that. Here, let's just deprioritize everything except researching. Right, see, she's taking stuff to the coal generator. All right, let's try this. Give her move command, see if that resets the priorities. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what to do to get her to want to go into the rocket faster. Okay. This one's ready. I think I know what happened. If we were out of power when the rocket was returning, then the doors would not open in time. That could be why we had a problem there. Try this again. Okay, let's see how we're doing down here. All right, looking good. So we got all that. Whoops, sorry for the bad zoom. Okay, so next we're going to have a gas pump, which I'm assuming we can make out of gold amalgam. And that is going to go right here. That is the right spot. Yes. Okay, and then below that, we're going to have 2 manual airlocks. And let's start clearing underneath. Okay, and then we're going to have our electrolyzers. I will make those out of gold amalgam as well. And those are going to be even with the doors. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I can just close up that side completely. Actually, let's cancel that. I don't need to build ladder there. Once this is cleared out, then when I replace it with tile, everything will drop down. Okay, and we're gonna have mesh tiles underneath the electrolyzers. And then just a couple of normal tiles there. Liquid chlorine. I'm going to delete those tiles so that all this junk drops down first. There we go. Then we'll rebuild. Okay, and then I think this is going to be the last level here. Alright, and then down below there, we've got 1, 2, 3, whoops. Six pumps. And then we have an Atmos sensor there, one there, and one there. Some extra insulated tiles to reduce the gas volume in here. Let's just dig all of that out. And we might as well dig out some space underneath it too. And this is a nice way to build because then everything just kind of drops down little by little. And I think I'm okay with just leaving polluted oxygen in here. Alright. Whoops. Now let me look at the automation wire. Alright. Yeah, automation wire, I think we're going to be fine with lead. I may regret this decision, but I think we'll be fine. So we're going to connect all the generators and stuff. I'm going to set this up to my usual 90-60. And while I'm in here, I will send some automation wire out there as well, just in case I want to turn this on and off from outside. So I'm going to seal this up once I'm done. All right. Oh, crud. I put those in the wrong place. That's where they go. Okay. Nisbet's still not here. Let's see if that helps. Okay. Well, I don't know what is going. Rotten barbecue. Whoa, what's this? Why do I have rotten barbecue? I think all my storage bins are full. Yep. Okay, so let's start emptying some of this stuff. I don't know what I can take out of here, though. Okay, well, nutrient bar for one. What do we got in here? I think I just need more food storage, or I just need to eat some of it. I'll just disable my grill for a while. I've got almost 2 million calories, so we don't need to cook for a while. Alright, I'll take the pills. I'm not sure what they're good for, but can I put them in there? Yeah. Okay, where's Nisbet? Yeah, I might need to save and restart the game or something to get Nisbet to move. Or maybe the question is, when is Nisbet? Okay, so also on automation, we need to hook up our Atmos sensors. Okay, and then back to power. Now we'll see why we have these two transformers. So conductive wire. Okay, again, I'm going to take a chance. I'm going to take a chance making this stuff out of lead. I may regret it. Okay, so the conductive wire is going to take care of the pumps and 2 of the electrolyzers. That's 240. So I've got 6, 7, 8 times 240 is 16. It's very close to 2,000. And then this transformer is just to power these other 2 electrolyzers. Like that. Okay. Now for the plumbing, I'm going to use radiant pipe. Actually, someone's at the door and I'm already over an hour, so we'll finish this up the next time. We're going to use radiant pipe through here to collect heat from these pumps and the gases before we send the water to the electrolyzers. That's because the water is going to be destroyed anyway, so that's a good way to get rid of some heat by putting it into the water before we zap it. Okay, but we'll finish this up next time. Thanks a lot for watching. See you soon. Bye-bye.